This is Carl Wimberly Hall, room 226, and I'm going to show you how the audio-video system works in here. Up here at the teacher station on the left-hand side is our controller. It's going to control the projector, the volume, and the video sources. In the upper left here is our display area. Right now, off is highlighted. I'm going to press the on button, and that's going to power on the projector in the middle of the room for us. It does take about a minute for the projector to power up, so while that's happening, I'll show you how to bring down the screen. Our screen is an electric screen and is controlled by this little controller here on the wall. Up, down, and if it's in the middle, it's in the neutral position. I'll simply click down, and that's going to bring the screen down from the wall. When it gets down into the position I want it to be in, I'm just going to click it a half click up so that it's back in the neutral position there. Right there, and then we're ready to go. And if you want to put it up to write on the whiteboard, obviously just go back up to the top, and when it gets to the top, put it back in the middle again. We'll also log into the computer here. I'm just going to follow the directions that are on the screen. It tells me to hit Control-Alt-Delete to begin. It brings up a responsible use message. I'll read that and click OK. Then I'll use my 8.4 UWL username, just like the beginning of my UWL email address for the username. For the password, I'm going to use my UWL net ID. I'll make sure that third line there says log on to Eagle. Then I'll click OK. Once I type my password in correctly, I'll click OK, and that's going to log me onto the computer. So once we're logged onto the computer and our screen is down, we can put the PC up on the computer for the class to see. To do that, I'm going to come over to the controller, and I'm simply going to go over to the right-hand side and press the PC button, and that's going to switch the audio and the video to the PC for us so that it shows up on the screen. Up here at the front on the right-hand side of the desk is our document camera. The power button is located in the lower left here. I'll push that on until it's green. The little boot up cycle is going to have this green light flashing here. And once it goes a solid green, we'll know that we're all ready. Our zoom and our focus are right here. And so once we've got the doc cam powered on, I go back over to the controller and I hit the button labeled doc cam. And then anything I show on the document camera here is going to show up on the screen for us. Underneath the keyboard tray is our DVD VCR. On the right-hand side is the VHS. Put in a VHS tape and hit the video button. On the left-hand side is the DVD. Press the DVD button and put it in on the left-hand side. Then come up to the controller and hit the corresponding button, VCR or DVD, depending on what you wanted to play. And it will show up on the screen for you. You heard the volume increase there, and the way that I did that was just to come over to the volume knob on the left-hand side here, turn it to the right to increase the volume, or to the left to turn it down. And we're going to use that same volume knob for any source that we have, whether it's a video on the computer, something you're doing on your laptop, or the DVD VCR. That volume button is going to control it, depending on what source you have selected. Everything we need for a laptop connection is located here in this little trap door. There's even a power supply inside there, so you can plug right in. That way you don't have to rely on your battery or run a cable across the floor. I'll go ahead and plug the video cable into my video card. And I'm going to plug the audio cable into the headphone jack on my laptop. And anything that has a headphone jack, like an iPod or an MP3 player, I can plug that video cable in there. And as long as I have laptop selected, because the audio and video switch together, you can use our sound system to play whatever it is you have on your personal audio device. So now that everything is plugged in, I come back over to the controller and I hit the laptop button on the controller here. And that's going to send the signal up to the projector. But right now nothing is showing on the screen for me. And the reason for that probably is that I haven't told my computer that I have an external projector hooked up. The way I'm going to do that is to hold down the function key on my Windows keyboard here and tap the F8 key. On some systems, it's going to rotate through these modes automatically, so you may have to hold that function key down and hit the F8 key a couple times till you see what you want to. On mine, it brings up a menu, and I'm going to choose the duplicate option, so that whatever shows up on my screen here is going to show up on the screen in the front of the classroom. When I'm all finished with whatever it is I'm doing, I'm going to come back over to the controller, and I'm going to make sure to go to this display area and hit the off button. And that's important so that we power down the projector and save the life of the projector bulb. The last thing I'll show you is that here on the desktop, is a written version of what I've just gone through in the video, and in the upper right-hand corner are the names and phone numbers of the Academic Technology Services staff. If you ever have any questions or ever need any help, please give us a call and we're happy to help.